a society, I think, is heavily influenced by its stories, its historical stories, the ones that are told and retold. I remember when I was growing up uh, in the 1960s as a young boy in New York, there was a story, I don't know if it's true or not, about George Washington, our first president, for those of you who don't know that, uh, and how I think he chopped down a cherry tree. And his mother was very upset with him. He was young. And she went after him. She said, "Who chopped down the cherry tree?" And, well, he didn't lie. He said, "I did it." And he apologized. I think that's how the story goes. But there was a moral to the story. And the moral to the story was take responsibility and tell the truth. Mostly tell the truth. So, fast forward to the 1990s, and we had another president named Bill Clinton, who famously had, well, probably many affairs when he was married in the presidency. But most famously, he had one with an intern that worked for him named Monica Lewinsky. And he went on national TV, looked at the camera, essentially to every American, and pointed like this and said, "I did not sleep with that woman." Well, of course, it came out shortly after that he did. Everyone kind of knew he did. So he lied right to the face of every constituent, every American and non-American. And he was forgiven, and now still is leading a life of where he's celebrated. He speaks at every Democratic National Convention. He's considered by many to be a great president. For me, he's the antithesis of a great leader. He's the opposite of George Washington. And the fact that he is still revered despite that just terrible lie, let alone the sexually predatory behavior he had as president with the young intern in the Oval Office, the fact that that's forgiven and glossed over in our society speaks volumes to the morality that is now part of our society. The culture of dishonesty is now deeply rooted in our society, and I trace it to a certain extent back to that story. So I don't know what to do about it. I just have to say it's really, really, really troublesome that we live in a society where dishonesty is tolerated as it is, and even perhaps encouraged. We have people posting all the time pictures on their social media, and there are apps to make them look different than they do. It's common to go get plastic surgery so you look different than you do. Nobody's comfortable with their truth or the truth. And I think that if I could dream of a change back to a better time, it would be a greater reverence and appreciation for honesty.